thankful. You may never know who knows somebody, who kin to somebody, who saw what you posted. Because you gonna have to stand on business. Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross.
Ace and Ross, which say good buddies, okay? They gay. Who? Both. Eddie and
Rick Ross's wild soap parties with Diddy ain't rumors anymore. There's actual proof now. DC Young Fly accidentally let a blurred clip slip, and while it might have looked innocent at first glance, the setup told the real story. NDAS everywhere, no phone rules, and that all-white dress code that screamed exclusive. That phone wasn't just for fun, it was a perfect disguise for whatever they didn't want the world seeing on camera. And Ross?
Flan Don, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, so it's just,
then you
we could have those debates, we really could.
Teflon was off the chain.
I mean,
you know
and I like the way you followed up hustling with pushing it. Like, how did you know to come right back on their ass?
You got to.
Right.
Man, just don't take the foot off the gas at all.
He wasn't just hanging around, he was right there next to Diddy, turning up like royalty. These so-called receipts go way back, caught on video. About 3 years ago, Ross pulled up to the 85 South show with DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean. Everything started chill, jokes flying, Ross acting like the biggest boss alive, then out of nowhere, boom! He just stood up and walked out mid-show. No heads up, no goodbye, nothing. He vanished like it was planned. Ross later brushed it off, saying it was just a scheduling issue.
Use the restroom one time and I'm gonna take this jacket off.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
But DC Young Fly wasn't buying that story one bit. In a new interview, he straight up called that explanation a lie, reigniting the tension all over again. Even though DC said he still respects Ross and his music, he didn't sugarcoat it. Walking off like that was flat out embarrassing. And the whispers? They're saying Ross dipped to dodge those unfiltered, no-holds-barred questions. The kind of questions you can't edit out. The kind that peel back the curtain and expose what's really happening behind those luxury doors.
Okay, I'm gonna say first of all, I don't give a
Yeah, I get it.
but I give a because
Try to make it bad.
with you as a person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before, okay, let's just say before all that happened, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say before all that happened. Bro, I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you wanted to. Hey! Shut the f up! I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you probably one of the best lyricists from the South that we got. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you poetic, bro. When I listen to your music, I think you put a lot of time and effort into this.
Yeah.
Started wondering what was Ross really running from. Even after that shady exit, Ross had the nerve to say DC should have been thankful he even showed up for a few minutes. That comment alone sent fans spinning. Then Ross tried to clean it up by posting a video online. But instead of clearing the air, he made it worse. He started rambling all over the place, dropping lines that made no sense at all. Viewers left scratching their heads thinking, wait, what did he just say? That's when things flip from internet drama to something deeper.
The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass right there for almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talked. And the white folk asked your ass, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga, 'cause we got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently,
Right.
eloquently.
Eloquently, right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DC wasn't about to let Ross twist the story in his favor, so he clapped back hard, setting the record straight. He revealed there were over 200 people waiting backstage, but Ross just vanished like a ghost. No explanation, no goodbye. That move sparked a major question. Why disappear like that? Rumors started swirling fast, linking Ross and Diddy in ways that went far beyond music collabs. And when Ross began quietly distancing himself from certain people, fans started asking, what was he really hiding?
And next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper wing stop at that. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that for free. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I come back on it, and when I'm gonna walk off that the next time, and it's The bitch said, Rose, was I doing? Of course not.
Then DC dropped the bomb. He leaked a blurred out clip from one of those legendary all-white foam-filled private parties at Ross's Promised Land estate. Guests had to sign NDAS, phones got snatched at the door, and the soap clouds were thick enough to block anything. The timing was brutal. DC posted it right after Ross teased another pool party for August 2nd. Ross was even bragging that DC would be showing up to the next one.
Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but shit, episode 8 million. Got Country Wayne, shit like 6, 7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot.
But not anymore. Now every celebrity pool party is under a spotlight. Ever since those wild allegations about Diddy's so-called freak-offs, people are watching everything with eagle eyes. Nothing slips by unnoticed anymore. Old receipts keep crawling back to the surface. Even Ross's old lyrics are catching heat again. Remember back in 2013 when he dropped that line, put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. That one bar,
but you didn't eat it. And we respect when shit to do, bro. Just tell us as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. Bet, we gonna try to get you in, man, we gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't look, act like you doing us a favor and then just leave her without saying something. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping. We'll push back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he gonna
cost him major brand deals back then. And now it's haunting him all over again. The backlash eventually faded, but looking back, it feels like it was all foreshadowing something much darker. Even 50 Cent hinted about it, saying his upcoming Diddy documentary would pull the curtain back on the bottles, the secret parties, and women who couldn't even remember what went down those nights. People once brushed it off as just rap talk, but now those same stories are hitting different. That blurred foam party clip DC dropped, fans dissect.
Come to the Ricky Rose estate, August 2nd for the pool party. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna DM my DC Young Fly, tell him come out there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's gonna be a vibe, August 2nd, hosted by DC Young Fly.
Did it frame by frame like detectives? And guess what? They spotted a mysterious guest nobody could identify. The person wore a thick metallic bracelet with a strange symbol on it. And the weirdest part, they weren't on Ross's guest list.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay. Who? Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all
didn't arrive with him and didn't leave with Diddy either. Fans quickly matched the image to paparazzi shots of someone tied deep inside Diddy's inner circle. No names, no faces, just an eerie clue left behind. And here's where it takes a dark, chilling turn. Back in 2018, a man named Jonathan O.T. opened fire at Trump National Doral. During police questioning, he went on a shocking rant, claiming he'd been kept like...
with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
A prisoner by Diddy and even accused Ross of being involved in secret rituals. The connection between those old whispers and this resurfaced footage has fans stunned, wondering if the truth's been sitting in plain sight this whole time. He even alleged he'd been pushed into acts with Cassie. And back then, the internet laughed him off as some wild conspiracy talker. But after Cassie's bombshell lawsuit and those leaked...
Illuminati, okay? They made it in dance. Basically what it means, illuminated. I got you. Okay? They do satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques, which is their own family, kids, etc. on the crew, and they bond that way, okay? So they do
party clips. People are revisiting that 2018 footage with brand new eyes. Jonathan didn't just speak on wild parties. He dropped full-on claims about dark rituals, mentioning places like Bohemian Grove and something he called the Black Branch of the Illuminati. According to him, they trapped him under contracts, infected him with an SD, and kept him in line using powerhouse lawyers like Kenny and Ben Ellis. And here's the real kicker. Jonathan said Ross wasn't just a bystander in all this. He claimed Ross had his own quiet agenda, playing his role in the shadows the entire time. As wild as it sounds, one detail can't be denied. During Ross's BET Lifetime Achievement Award speech, he publicly thanked Kenny by name on live TV. His exact words were, "I thank my brother Hall Pierre."
That's why they had Tupac killed, because when they kill them, you gain fame. When people, your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous. Okay, that's how they do it. All right. Tupac's still alive. He's in Cuba. Basically, what happens is the following. The hip hop agenda is an agenda to move the United States.
Kenny missiles. That one moment gave Jonathan's so-called ramblings an unexpected shot of credibility. Piece by piece, the things he'd been screaming about, rituals, NDAs, tapes, Cassie, secret parties, are starting to line up from separate, unrelated sources. Now those infamous soap parties don't seem like random fun anymore. They're looking like a full-blown pattern. Big foam, strict all-white dress codes, no phones, NDAS at the door. It's starting to feel less like a pool party and more like some kind of initiation ritual. Fans are connecting dots faster than ever. And the strangest part? Old footage still exists of Diddy and Ross completely covered in suds, laughing like kids while washing cars side by side. What once looked like a harmless skit now feels like a coded message hiding in plain sight. In one old clip, Ross laughs and says, "You know that tip's gonna be good," like some kind of inside joke. But after all this talk about freak-offs and ceremonial soap parties, fans are rewatching that footage with a whole new meaning. And suddenly it doesn't feel so funny anymore.
We wash your car for you. We wash your car. We wash your car with no shame in our hustle. When you goddamn getting into that wash, and you know that tip gonna be good, like if you seen goddamn Miss Country. Y'all better stop buying this slippery soap, man. Pour it on there, and then I just dab it. No, then I just, hold on, let me see. You might have. I don't know. You need the sponge. We just almost up the tire shine. Get that tire shine.
When DC dropped that blurred foam party clip, it landed like a warning shot, but then everything spiraled fast. DC went live, his voice cracking as he fought back tears, admitting he just realized one of his own homeboys had secretly been hating on him the whole time. It didn't sound like a man mad at random trolls. This felt raw, personal, like someone close had betrayed him and thrown shade online. Fans could feel the pain.
Bro, you know, I just woke up and understood. Social media gave people the power to not get punched in the face. You think you can say what you want to say, post it, and then be like, yeah, I know he gonna see it. Then if we delete it, you go back and like retype it, and then be like, yeah. Hey man, when I grew up, anything you said, you better be able to stand on it. I grew up in an era where smacked in the mouth.
Through the screen. That's when DC reminded everyone that the old law still stands. Play with me in real life and you might just get checked. He never said a name, but he didn't have to. He knew the internet would do the math for him. DC's no clout chaser either. He's been deep inside the industry machine. There's actual footage of him walking the halls of Combs Enterprises with the 85 South crew pitching to a revolt. Word even spread that Diddy personally—
Old law is still in effect. So be mindful. You may never know who knows somebody, who kin to somebody, who saw what you posted. Because you're going to have to stand on business. And somebody going to smack you in the mouth.
Called DC wants to book him for a comedy show. But here's the unsettling part. The rumor isn't just that Diddy throws wild parties, it's that he records them. Rooms, hallways, cars, phones, even bowls. Everything documented from every angle. Not just replayed later, but allegedly stored away. So when DC—
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on Face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free.
Posted that blurred foam footage, fans took it as a straight up warning. The free pass is over. Those slippery soap jokes don't land the same anymore. Too many NDAS, too many no phone rules, Too many sneaky side-angle leaks showing just enough to make everybody suspicious, and right on cue, the legal emails started rolling in. Perfectly typed, squeaky clean, polished like they came from high-powered professionals who never write that clean unless it's serious. Somebody wanted DC silenced, and fast. The language was ice cold, defamatory, mischaracterizing, remove or face action. That's the kind of heavy legal talk sliding into inboxes now. But here's the wild part. Notice what's missing. No one ever says what was false. No denial about who was really there. No mention of the mysterious bracelet. No
Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga who did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Busta Rhymes did it for free. Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free.
Explanation for all those NDAS. The strategy's crystal clear. Stall for time, apply pressure, and make folks panic delete before the truth spreads too far. And the platform pressure, it's real. Accounts that even repost a few seconds of that blurred clip are getting hit, demonetized, flagged, and age restricted like crazy. Even captions using the word alleged are getting shadow tagged. It's starting to look less like moderation and more like straight up intimidation. Ross's team might be playing the oldest trick in the book, a scare tactic to make people pull their post before too many eyes catch on. But here's the thing. DC ain't just another blogger chasing clicks. His fan base is loyal, locked in, and they ride for him no matter what. He can take the strikes, eat the hits, and keep it moving without folding. Meanwhile, that blurred phone party footage, still out there, floating around in the digital shadows, and Ross, he's online grinning, acting like nothing ever went down. People say leaks fade over time, but insiders are whispering about a longer version sitting quietly in someone's files. And if that unedited cut ever sees daylight, it won't just be soap and silhouettes. It'll expose exactly who stood where, who walked in with who, and who didn't walk out. Trust. We'll be right here breaking it all down for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and spread this video to your crew. More heat's coming your way. See you in the next one.